Hello, Ryan here with Drum Set Lessons for Kids. Today we're going to go over one of the standard rudiments, which is the flam. Now the flam is basically when you hit a drum with two hands, two sticks, but they're not at exactly the same time. One stick hits a little bit before the other. It's written like this in standard music notation. Looks like a regular note with a teeny note in front that's crossed out with a little line through it. This is called a grace note, this little teeny note. And that means you play a flam. So it looks like this. And you should be able to hear kind of like ba-da, two distinct notes. Okay? Now you don't want it to sound like you're playing, two notes in a row, like this. That's not a flam. So you don't want to go like this. Not a flam. That's just two notes in a row. So the flam, both hands are going to play like they're playing on the same beat, but they're just not quite at exactly the same time. The easiest way and the best way to play this, just to practice it, and the way to do it correctly, is to start with one hand high and one hand low. Then when you play it, if you just bring both hands down at the same time, the stick that's lower will hit the drum first. And then after you play the flam, the hand that was low, so in this case my left hand, is going to switch and it's going to be high for the next flam. So in slow motion it's kind of like, and then I play another flam. So it sounds and looks like this. And there's a lot of ways you can use that on the drum set. It sounds great in some rock and roll fills. Like lots of times it can be the last note in a fill I play. So for example, I might play a fill like this. So did you hear how at the end of the fill, after the toms, there's a big splat, like a big blam? That's the flam right there on the snare drum. So it kind of just gives you like a thicker note, a note that's a little bit beefier for that loud splat or blam that you need sometimes just in the fill. So lots of ways you can use it, that's just one idea. But when you practice this, remember, go slow and have one hand up, one hand down. And practice this motion nice and slowly to switch from a right hand flam to a left hand flam. Okay, thanks guys.